It is day 10 of me decluttering the house every single day until I feel less overwhelmed, and I'm tackling some of the toys in the house today. I did tackle some of the toys a couple of months ago in the lead up to Christmas, but I haven't tackled any of this unit which sits underneath our television. I also have some of my home exercise kit in this unit on the other side, and I need to have a look through that. So I decided I'd put some television on whilst I was doing this declutter. My baby is napping. I said baby, my toddler is napping. She's 2 now. I keep calling her baby. So I have a day off. I booked a day off because nursery is shut for the day for an inset day. She's having a nap. I've set the timer for half an hour. And then once that is up, I have to get her up and awake in time to go and pick up my boys from school. So half an hour is all we have. I decided I would put the new Black Doves series on Netflix on, the one with Keira Knightley, and it was so good. So just watched the first one so far. Really enjoyed it. Are you watching it? Are you going to watch it? I don't watch a lot of television. I do watch YouTube, and I often put YouTube on my iPad, like in the kitchen when I'm washing up, when I'm doing cooking. I like to watch along to something. Maybe I'll learn something, or maybe I'll just watch something for fun. But I don't watch a lot of television. I do love a Christmas movie, however, and I have watched a couple of Christmas movies with the kids so far. I think my favourites are Muppets Christmas Carol and Elf. But the kids are really loving like the original Santa Claus, like Santa Claus's movie. They really love that one. So we've seen that I want to say about 10 times so far this December, and I'm sure we will see it 10 times more before Christmas arrives. What is your favourite Christmas movie? I would love to know if there is one that I have not yet seen. I think I have seen them all, but list here your favourite Christmas movie and I will check them out. So we have mostly, I would say, games and like packs of cards, educational games, and that sort of thing in this particular cupboard. We also have like puzzles and loads of swords. You will see me pulling out a lot of swords, axes, shields. I think every like castle-esque historical building that we have ever visited on a weekend or holiday, they always have a gift shop at the end that will have the sword of the era. Perhaps it's a Romanesque, perhaps it's some kind of like these things here. We have got Minecraft swords. We have got everything. And it's one of the things that my boys really struggle to let go of. So I just sort of have to wait for them to break. I would like them to part with the plasticky ones because they've got some lovely wooden swords. And I have suggested that on a couple of occasions, but they're not up for it. We also do have matching helmets in every particular age that matches the swords, which sit in a different area of the house with our fancy dress. So our swords and associated gear take up a lot of space in the house, but they do also play with them a lot. So my 4-year-old, particularly at the moment, he will go and get a sword and shield out and just kind of walk around the house randomly attacking things whilst the rest of us are going about our general day. So they do play with them, and that's absolutely fine. Do they play with all of them every day? Absolutely not. Could we minimise them? 100% I think so. But they're really struggling with that. And it is one of those things that I think they would obviously miss, like visibly miss, if I were to move them on without their permission. I would say that on the whole, I will declutter the kids' toys without them being involved in it. And I think people generally, I get a lot of feedback when it comes to toy decluttering from people that I should involve the kids more, they should be making these decisions, and it will help them in future life. And I 100% agree. And I generally talk to them about me decluttering things from the house. If I'm going to pass something on, I will recycle as much as I possibly can. So taking stuff to the charity shop, and I will list things on our local Freebay group, which is a Facebook group in the local area where I live. And if I'm sending something on to someone else, I will always make sure the kids asking about it, or what's that bag outside the front door, mummy? Who's that person? What are they coming for? I will make sure that I explain we're done with this thing and someone else needs it now, so the right thing to do is to pass it on. But when it comes to their toys, they really, really struggle. They are so young, 6, 4 and 2. The 2-year-old is oblivious, but the boys, my 6 and 4-year-olds, they totally understand things going out of the house. Last Christmas, I got their toys out and I said, like, we have to get a bag of toys to go leave the house to make room for the things that Santa is bringing. And then, unless we clear that space, we won't have the room to really enjoy our new toys. And we all sat down together. They managed to get rid of one tiny broken toy car between them. And it involved a lot of tears. Even then, they kind of wanted to keep the broken toy, even though I explained, like, as an absolute minimum, we have to part with broken things. They were really distressed, and it also kind of heightened their awareness to the fact that I was decluttering. So days and weeks after, they would ask me, are you getting rid of any of our stuff, Mummy? I don't want to get rid of anything of mine. And they would get very distressed about it. So it's fair to say they're very sentimental when it comes to their toys. So for the moment, basically, I have landed on I will be in charge of decluttering their toys. I do ask my husband for his advice when it comes to some of the toys, but I'm not asking the children about it. I have managed to so far, move things from the house very quietly without them noticing. I've had occasions in the past where they've seen bags of toys like in the boot of the car, got upset, they've had to come back in the car. So I'm trying to get things like to the charity shop very quickly. There was a toy train set that you'll have seen I took out to declutter, and this is one that my 4-year-old absolutely loved. Like, he has played with it a lot in the first year that he got it, and I think he was just a kind of babyish toddler then. He absolutely adored it. We'd have it out every single day, and this train just goes round this little track making this like choo-choo noise, and he absolutely adored it. Since then, we have got him a big wooden train set, and that's at the top left-hand box there that I don't get out because, it's a whole train set. He still loves it. I will look at it another day, but I didn't have time for that now, and I know what's in there. So I know that this like babyish train set, he has not played with it for absolute months. He is nearly 5 now. You can probably hear him in the background. I don't know if this mic will pick up, but the kids are very noisy with my husband in the background. So he's not playing with it. It absolutely can be passed on, but I know 100% if he sees it and knows that it's leaving the house, he'll become very distressed and he'll want to keep it. It holds a lot of fond memories. We have a lot of lovely videos of him playing with it, and it was absolutely really enjoyed. And I know this time of year, coming up to Christmas, is going to make another child so happy. This is absolutely the right time for it to leave the house. Also, so far, my 2-year-old, my 2-year-old daughter, has shown absolutely zero interest in trains. If she was at all interested in it, we would keep it for her to play with. She's not at all. She's 100% obsessed with her dollies, which is very sort of, we have lots of boy toys in the house. The boys have always had dolls as well. And I found that generally they've been reasonably typical on the toys that they have gravitated towards. I would say my eldest is 100% a fancy dress fan. The middle child, he is trains, tractors, bin lorries, animals, and then my daughter is dolls, all things dolls, and changing their nappies. That is what she wants to do all the time. So when it came to this particular box of toys, when I had last had a declutter of toys and a sort out, I'd put some of the bigger boxes of unopened Lego and Connects in this particular box so that we could build them. And then we totally forgot about it, and the boys have clearly not opened this since then. So they've not opened it in the last couple of months. I'd forgotten about it, and we haven't made any of these. So it's coming up to Christmas. I mean, they might get more Lego, and we have not made the sets of Lego that they've got at their last lot of birthdays, which are April and June. They are not massive Lego fans yet. They are, I said in a previous video, like when we go to my mum's, we're going there actually today, they will play with the Lego there, and they love that. But in our house, it's just not become a routine. So one thing I do want to do before we get to Christmas is I actually want to open those Lego boxes. We'll make that a bit of a weekend activity, or like when they're off school in a couple of days before Christmas, we'll get them sat down making some of that Lego. So glad I found it now so we can open it and get going with it, but we had totally forgotten about it. These are more like babyish toys, and I think I could get rid of a few more here, but it will take me another go through. I'm at this point running out of time, and there was one toy that made so much noise when I was getting it out and putting it back in, but they do seem to still really like that one, so well, we'll keep it for now. The other area of toys I really want to tackle is the one that you can see on this left-hand side that I'm not touching today, and that is the fancy dress. As I said, my eldest really loves fancy dress. He dresses up all the time, but there is definitely stuff in the fancy dress rack that he doesn't wear that often. And he wears his like king costume a lot, his Santa costume at the moment a lot. But everything else is hit and miss in terms of how often they wear it. So I could get rid of some stuff there, except that he will know what has gone and be quite emotional about it. So I think what I might do is get out the stuff that they're not wearing as much and put it perhaps like up in the loft for a little bit, just to sense check whether they really will miss it. So here's everything that I got rid of, and actually was surprised by just how much I could remove from that unit under the television. So we have a game they're not playing with so much. We have a puzzle that they're not playing with so much. There are loads of puzzles left. This car set, or train set rather, which has a lot of fond memories. A skipping rope that I'm not using because I upgraded to a digital one, and a few more babyish toys. And now we're heading to my mum's to see Santa, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.